just want to thank the city of Boston and Usabi Fenway Bowl committee for an amazing event. I've been to a lot of bowls in my life, and this was a great experience for us. I think playing at Fenway was, it was the whole game. I just kept looking up in the stands and thinking how blessed we were to have a chance to play at this historic park in the middle of Boston. And it's a memory I'll have forever. And then UConn Nation showed up today, and in a way that I haven't seen in 3 years. They talk about the rent being loud, and it gets loud, but nothing like today. And I just want to thank our band for being here. It's the holiday season, and they're students, and they want to get home to their families. But for our band to show up, and our cheer squads, it really means a lot to all of us, players and coaches alike. And then the UNC, listen, they're going through some turmoil. They've got a lot of change, a lot of uncertainty, but they played hard. They never gave up. I thought Freddie did a great job of keeping that group together. And then, most importantly, just to our players. The guys the people that have been in the press conferences I've had all year have heard me talk about how unentitled they are, how hard they work, how selfless they are, how much they care about each other, how committed they are. And I thought that was on full display all week, and especially today. We've had some goals along the way. One was to get to a 13th game. One was to beat a Power 4 team. We came close in 3 of our 4 Power 4 games, and lost 3 of them by a touchdown. So we got over that hump. And then the last one was, as we got later in the season, was can we get a 9th win, which hasn't been done here very often. We've been playing football 128 years, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I could be wrong, but is that the 4th time now? 3rd or 4th time? I don't know if 3rd time. It's the 3rd time, yeah. And one of those was a 10-win season. So to me, that's just historic. And for these guys on my right, Rante, and on my left, Val, who represent all the rest of the players down there, I feel like a proud father. That's what I feel like. And I am a proud father. My son's over here, but towards this team, and just so fortunate to have had the time with these guys who I'm going to miss so desperately. They're truly special, and they made a difference in my life, and I thank them from the bottom of my heart. So I appreciate both of you guys. So these are the guys you should be asking questions to, because they're the ones that did the work.
The minute they announced the bowl game, I knew what it was. We close to home. We got a lot of crowd, a lot of people coming up. So it's basically a home game. I knew the energy that we were gonna come with. We had an outstanding week of practice. I'm talking sleeping good in the hotel. I'm talking just to the practices, to the walkthroughs, to the meetings. We had an outstanding week of practice, and all that goes into the game. And as you see, we hopped out there real quick. We did our job. So I'm just blessed to be here, and I'm thankful. My 50th game of the year, my 50th game of my career, and it turned out to be a bowl win with a ring, man. I can't ask for nothing better.
Rante, I know many of you have said in one form or another that your goal was to leave UConn better than you found it.
Most definitely.
You leave here today with a bowl win, big crowd on TV. What's the level of satisfaction you guys feel counting the results?
I feel like one of the things I've been preaching all week was like to get over that hump. Like everybody keep talking about those 3 ACC games. We just there. It felt good to get over that hump. It felt good to actually go out there and perform on a big stage. First game of the day with a stacked bowl selection of games today. Why not us? Why not us go start it off? You know what I'm saying? Why not us? Hey, that's what it feels. It's just like somebody asked me earlier, what was I thinking when I was sitting on the middle of the field? I'm thinking about those hard times. I'm thinking about that 1-11 season, because it all come back into full circle when all those talks I have with my teammates like Big Val. We saying these things like this gonna happen, and it comes to show. You see what I'm saying? That stuff right there, really feel you. So when it really happens in front of you, and it just hits different. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if nobody in here will understand that, but it actually hit different. That's why I reacted the way I did, sitting on the ground, almost shedding a tear. It's crazy. It's just like nobody. I can look everybody in here in my eye, and nobody would expect us to do this. That's just the honest to God truth. They don't expect us to do this. So to come out and get over the hump, it means a lot to us. You see what I'm saying? It means a lot to us. We've been battling 12 games straight to be the Power 5 team. They never said we can do it. Why not do it right now? You see what I'm saying? Why not us?
No passion, right?
My bad.
No, they don't want them to see who you are.
My bad.
That's what this team is.
I get a little hot sometimes.
I mean, Rante said everything. I just think, looking back, like 3 years ago, Coach Mora came here, and he never promised us that we're gonna win or anything. He just promised us that if we put the work in, and if we do it the way he tells us it has to be done, then we get an opportunity to come out here and play and get a shot at winning. And if we actually put that plan that our coaches give us into action, we can see that we can really play with anybody. And I mean, we saw it earlier this season, but getting close, that's not doing anything, because at the end of the day, football is a game of wins and losses. So we're just grateful that we got it done today and that we executed the plan, because like Rante said, it was not done today, it was done all year, especially during this training week. And a big shout out to all of our teammates who brought the energy on Christmas Day.
Mm-hmm.
Every day we just have fun out there, and we appreciated the opportunity to be here, play football, and just enjoy this great sport. And with that mindset, I think that just set us up to then have this game today, where we then put it together and go and win against the Power 4 team.
Coach Moore, what's this journey been like for you to see these guys develop and become what they've become?
It's been incredible. It's just, I'm so proud of them. And I when I first got here, and asked these two guys to come up here because they're great representations of this team. Rante is actually the first person that I met when I got on campus. He was in the training room, and he was coming off a little injury. He was scrawny, and but I felt his passion. I felt his emotion. I knew if you had guys like that and guys like Val, who is so committed and he holds everyone to such a high standard, that we would have a chance to do something like we're doing. And I say doing because we're not done. But these guys are the foundation, and we're excited to see where it goes from here. But we'll always remember what these guys have meant to this program, and the things that they've been through, and the way they persevered. I mean, their ability to stay positive through all of the things that they've had to go through here, COVID, and 1-11, and a coach change, which is so hard on players. And then the hopes of a 6-6 season, and we go to a bowl, we lose, and then we come back and we're 3-9, and it could have gone, oh, here we go again. We go to Maryland this year, and we get our doors blown off, and they could have gone, oh shoot, 3-9, here we go again. And they just don't. They haven't, and they never did. And to me, it just speaks to the character of these two, who are just like everybody else in that locker. Great character, unentitled, hard-working. I'll tell you what, if you're starting a company, all right, out there, anyone that's listening, probably you guys aren't because you're all in your business, you want to hire guys like this. You want to hire guys like this because they will make it happen. They will help your company be successful. You are a general manager, a president, a head coach of a professional football team. You always should look beyond what the talent is, and you got to look inside the heart and the mind. And I know that from my career in pro football, and guys don't do any better than these guys.
Well, Jim, to that point, I mean, I know you clapped Rante on the shoulder and you kind of joke, hey, they want to see who they are. When you guys are working and the head is down, you guys go within. We don't always get to see who they are, but when you're winning and you do something like this, then we get to see what you see every day when you've got your head down. Just what does it mean to you that now we get to see the personalities because you have a chance to show us?
Well, I think, Val gets a chance. I mean, Val's so consistent, right? And you see how serious he is, and just the words that come out of his mouth are just, they resonate because it's who they are. But when you hear Durante and he gets emotional, he gets passionate, that's just hits, like he said, it hits different. Because you understand how important this is to guys like him and guys like Val. And to have the opportunity to just be a small part of that means so much to me, And I'm just grateful, like I said, to be able to walk out here and sit at this desk and let you people see what I get to see every day, which is this emotion, this passion, this selflessness, this toughness that I get to see every day. And they're great men, and they're part of I think a really, really special team.
Coach, can you talk about the running back room? I mean, even today, but not just today, but all season long, Mel Brown, guys like him and Cam Edwards, they've really done a good job for your offense, helping to move the ball and set up the passing play. I mean, can you talk about like what it's like getting to play with like players like that?
Well, for 3 years we hung our hat on being able to run the football, and we ran for 210 yards today. We ran for 469, and that's how you win a football game, especially when inclement weather is kind of set in. So we take great pride in it, and Val can probably speak to it better than I can, but we work hard on it. We're detailed. I don't think anyone, I've been lucky to be around some great offensive line coaches. I don't know that anyone coaches the outside zone better than Gordy with more detail, but it's the players that make it happen. And I'll just tell you, guys like Val and Chase and Chris and Wes, and we had a lot of different right guards this year, and then Tank went in there today. The time that they spend away from the time that's required of us, perfecting their craft at he and Chase's demand is what makes it so special. And for 3 years I've sat in my office overlooks our indoor, and I've seen the offensive line and defensive secondary. I see guys on Saturday nights, Sunday mornings, Kathy and I go over there, and there's always somebody working. And that's why you run for 210 yards against an ACC team, because of the commitment these guys have made and the detail that Gordy's taught it with.
Jim Price withdrew from the portal and decided he wanted to come back. First off, what did that mean to you? Then to see him have a day like he did today, TFL as a sack, defensive MVP. Just what does he mean to this unit?
Well, I think it said a lot about his teammates that he wanted to come back. I think it said a lot about the fact that he didn't want to leave these guys that he's grown so close to, and that money wasn't enough to lure him away. It was the experience that he was able to have here. And obviously his talent speaks for itself, but I don't think that was the genesis of what makes me happy. I think it's the fact that I get to spend another year with a guy like Bryce Yates, who's just like these guys. He's super special. And in this day and age, with money is what's driving decisions in college athletics. To have a guy like Price, who had much bigger offers, say, hey, I want to come back to UConn because I want to be part of this team. Again, it just tells me that we're on the right track, that we're doing things the right way.
There was an announcement about your contract getting extended, and how much does it show the commitment?
Listen, I am forever grateful. I'm grateful to David and Danka and our board of trustees, but it's about these guys and what they did.
Anything else, folks? Yeah, in the back there?
Coach, Joe Fignano starts the year as a comeback player of the year watch list quarterback. He ends the season with Fenway Bowl game MVP, offensive MVP honors. Just what have you seen from Fignano as he's grown throughout the season? What does it mean for him to essentially cap off his career with this award?
You think about his career here at UConn. He comes in as a transfer. He wins a starting job. He go down to Georgia State. He hurts his shoulder. He has to miss the whole year. We go out into the portal, which everyone's doing, bring in somebody. We determined that young man's going to be the starter. Joe's going to be the backup. But Joe could have just put his head down, put his tail between his legs, and scurried off, and he didn't. And these guys can tell you better than I can because I'm walking with him every day. But his level of commitment, his work ethic, his attitude, I don't think that he ever differed than when he was the starter. Now maybe he went back to his apartment or his dorm, and it was really tough. We had tough discussions with his family, but around the team, he was Joe. He was positive. He was supportive of Nick. When he had his opportunities, he took advantage of it. When you look back now and he threw 2 touchdowns today, no interceptions. This young man had, I believe, 20 touchdown passes and 4 interceptions. Is that right? On the year. Now, if that doesn't make you the comeback player of the year, I don't know what does. Okay, because I know this, he's in the top 10 pass efficiency in the NCAA. So, I'm so glad that he won that award today. He deserved it, not just for his performance today, but for what he has done all year for this team on and off the field.
Jonathan, what do you think people saw today, the people who might be looking for a home, a place to play in the future? What do you think they saw, the picture they saw today about the type of organization they could be joining if they join this one?
I say I'm trying to see how I can say this. We just like everybody else. We might not be in the conference, but we got the fans. As you see, we play the same amount. We play the same type of football. We play good smash mouth football. We just like everybody else. I don't see why not. Like I'm saying, why not us? Why not us? Finally, why not us? we over the hump now. We just got to just keep going with it. You got to keep going with it. Coach gonna keep leading the way. Coach Tyson, Coach Brock, Coach Gordon, them. The bust down mafia gonna keep going. The DBs gonna keep leading the way. I was just gonna say, why not us? That's on them to make the decision, but why not us? Just take a look at it. You see what I'm saying? You see the crowd we had. You see how loud they was. You see how they reacted every time I walked up to the dugout and started waving my hands. That's effective. That's infectious. I mean, like, that's infectious. That energy is infectious. And it's been like that all season for real. From the 7-game home streak, it was like that every game. Why not us? You see what I'm saying? It's on them to make the decision, but why not us? Just take a look at it.
I have a question for Val. You hit us with a nice Boston accent yesterday. It was all right. But then to get out, to be out, not just looking around the field, to play on the field. You said you came to the game here last year. Just kind of take us through your emotions today.
I mean, just going into the game, I think I didn't even realize where we are at. It's more just like, okay, the field's 120 yards and 53 wide, So obviously we had some of the being on the same sideline and whatnot, just being careful you don't get in a little scuffle or something. But other than that, I think after the game, just looking at the whole atmosphere and just having all the fans there to celebrate, and like Coach Moore mentioned, the band and everybody, I think that's what made it so special. And I mean, that's what it is. The ballpark is all about celebrating with your own team, and I think that's what we had today. We had a real home field advantage, and that's what it felt like, and it was great to be able to celebrate with all those fans that made that drive. That was really amazing.
Yeah, I want to say appreciate everybody who came out, took that drive from Stores or wherever y'all came from. It really played a part to our performance today. Man, I appreciate y'all throughout the whole season. Those 7 games at the Rent was like, this was the best season I had all year for my 5-year career. Man, I appreciate all the fans for real. Man, just keep going that shit, man. Them boys gonna keep holding it down.
Coach, no Brown with a 47-yard run on your first play of the game. How much of a tone did that help set for the entire game?
It's, when you can start like that, I mean, it's huge. It shows you that we're here for business, right? We respect you, but we don't fear you. We're running right at you. We do what we do. And when you rip that off, like you said, the first play, the energy just goes through the roof. Now, we've had, as Rante said, we've had great energy all week. We've had great energy all season, but it was different this weekend. It was really different. I walked down that field today with no doubt that we were going to win that football game. I don't, I had no doubt.
I say it play. Like I said, I knew what the time was when they announced the game. I knew what time it was.
Anything else, folks? Excellent.
Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.